We are going to finish off in just under 1.5 hours. The rest of it took a long time, 1 hour. This is only going to 1.5 hours. Because a long puja, but we will do it in a short way. A little less explanations maybe, but you'll see what we can do. First the mantra of Varahi. Aim Glaum, Aim Namo Bhagavati, Vartadi, Varahi, Varahamukhi, Andhe Namaha, Rundhe Namaha, Jambhini Namaha, Mohini Namaha, Stambhini Namaha, Sarvadushta, Pradushtanam, Sarvesham, Sarvavakchitta, Chakshurmukha, Gati Jihva, Stambhanam Kuru, Shighram Vashyam, Aim Glaum, Taha, Hum Astraya Pada. Two more times. Aim Glaum, Aim Namo Bhagavati Vartadi, Varahi, Aim Namo Bhagavati Vartadi, Varahamukhi, Andhe Namaha, Rundhe Namaha, Jambhe Namaha, Mohe Namaha, Stambhe Namaha, Sarvadushtanam, Sarvesham, Sarvavakchitta, Chakshurmukha, Gati Jihva, Stambhanam Kuru, Shighram Vashyam, Aim Glaum, Taha, Hum Astraya Pada. Aim Glaum, Aim Namo Bhagavati Vartadi, Varahamukhi, Andhe Namaha, Rundhe Namaha, Jambhe Namaha, Mohe Namaha, Stambhe Namaha, Sarvadushtanam, Sarvesham, Sarvavakchitta, Chakshurmukha, Gati Jihva, Stambhanam Kuru, Shighram Vashyam, Aim Glaum, Taha, Hum Astraya Pada. Taha. You are shooting down the enemies. So having worshipped the goddess of music and dance and love and tenderness, and we want to approach the Supreme Empress Ranita in her as a commander-in-chief. Varahi is there. She eliminates all enemies. Chakshuhu blinds their eyes. Mukha sees their lips. If you have seen the Matrix movie, you see them sealing the lips. What is the telephone if you can't speak? Mukha. Gati paralyzes the feet. Jiva, tongue is paralyzed. You cannot speak. You cannot say the mantra. Chakshurmukha, Gati Jiva, Stambhanam Kuru, paralyze them. Shighram Vashyam, bring them under my control. So, and then later on you will see what are all things that she is supposed to do. Eliminate them completely, without a trace. Actually, these are the conditions necessary for you to reach, go from here to Ajna. As I said, it's like a triangle and a point. There is no obvious connection from the point and the triangle. Unless you go into higher dimension, another dimension. If you want to, if you can think of a puzzle like a circle and a point, center. You want to go from the center to the circle, as long as there is a plane, there is no connection, you cannot go. It's a puzzle. You can move this point around, but you cannot get out of the circle. It cannot. So, to establish the connection between this and this, you got to go out of the dimension. If you remember how the circle was made, you had a compass. You put center in the circle, send the one tip in the center of the circle, and do the circle. If you come up in a plane, there will come a point where this and this are connected, like that. So you got to transcend the existing planes of existence. That means we are bound in space, time and matter. We got to transcend that in order to move from here to here. There is no obvious connection. Our connection is established by silencing the mind totally. You are applying the Varahi to yourself. You are not seeing anything more. Eyes are blinded. Tongue is sealed. Mouth is you are not moving your hands, your feet. Everything is paralyzed. So that is the condition where the mind cannot function. Only when the mind cannot function, you transcend the mind. And as long as thoughts are there, you cannot reach that state. Silence in the mind, silence in the number of thoughts, silence in the feelings, everything has to subside and you have to go into 0 point state. At that 0 point state you can move over into the other dimension. It's an interesting question what happens when you move to other dimension. What is the kind of experience you have when you go to the crown chakra? There's a flip over that happens between a 3-dimensional space and 1-dimensional time. There is a normal plane of existence where we are moving. And the divine plane of existence there, the time is 3-dimensional and space is 1-dimensional. Time is static, like this room, and space is moving. And space becomes imaginary, time becomes real. That is the flip over that takes place, in which everything is perceptible, available for your perception right here and now. The past, present and future, all the verbs are gone. Everything has become constant, but it's available for your perception. That's what happens. I don't want to go into physics at this point, but the transition can take place only when you become a body of light and you are moving at the speed of light. And only the mind can reach the speed of light. Once you reach there, then you can, because uncertainty in the position and momentum, you can move over from one state to the other and you don't have to do anything for that. You are already there and here also. And you have to realize that. But for that, the necessary and sufficient condition is that you must silence your mind totally. And Varahi, applied to yourself, does that. Applied to outside, it kills the enemies. But who are your real enemies, if you ask? All the desires which are spring up inside of you, the arcading thoughts, they are your enemies. If you can control the ecology of your mind, then you can control the world. So, first thing you got to attack is inside the mind. How to silence that? And yoga is considered to be yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Means any modification of thought is to be suppressed. No thoughts, no feelings, the total silence. And then you realize the speed of God. The speed of God is known in silence of the mind. That's what the Varahi is meant to do. And she is the Guru that takes Varaha actually means a unit of time, a great unit of time. Shvasa Varaha Kalpe, we live in a kalpa. A kalpa consists of a billion years or so, and we are living. So that unit of time is called a Varahi. God has a hermaphrodite form, half male and half female. As genital center, both are existing in the same person. So there is a lingam and a yoni also. Therefore, this concept of Shivalingam is the lingam coming out of the yoni. It is called the Shivalinga, which means it's not going from outside and going inside like a normal intercourse. It's self-intercourse. That's why it called Swayambhu, born inside within yourself. Shakti goes to the top of the head and brings Shiva down, and Shiva comes out of the Harivani. That is the form we have of the Shivalinga. Swayambhu, self-born. And that is the form we have got in the first two chakras. In second and two chakras, at the heart center, the male and the female parts are shown. How do you show the half female, male form in the face? The face itself is elongated like a boar, and that's the lingam. The face itself is a lingam, and time is its consort. So that is the significance of the extended face, like a Varahi. Okay. In the middle of the night, or around 4 o'clock, you get up and listen to the sound that's coming from your heart. Some 400 cycles per second sound that you hear, and you can listen to that any time. But if you keep listening to that constantly, that can itself take you to a silent state. And then on top of that you do the mudra and Shivadi, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. And Ayin Glaum is Varahi Mukta. Then Bodha Shuddhi. Bodha means your body and purifying that. Same procedure. You dry up your body, cook it, and then rain nectar on top of it. And from the Shivapada, let the energy come down and energize the Muladhara chakra. So the prayers go up and the grace comes down. You are seeking the grace to come down from the sun. This is the process. Yam, Sankocha Shariram. Sorry, first. One. Mola Shungataka, Sushumna Pathena, Jiva Shivam, Paramashve, Yojayami Swaha. Here you are visualizing the energy is moving from the Muladhara base, going up and joining the base, the lingam at the top. Yam, Sankocha Shariram, Soshaya Swaha. Dry it up. Ram, Sankocha Shariram, Pacha Swaha. Cook it well in fire. Vam, Paramashiva Amritam, Varshaya Swaha. The rain of nectar fall on the ashes. Hamsas Soham, Avatar, Shivapadat, Jiva, Sushumna Padhena, Pravisha, Mola Shungatakam, Ullasa, Prajvala, Hamsas Soham, Swaha. From the place of Shiva, around the Sushumna channel, central channel, come down and enter the base chakra and make the lotus open there. That is the question. This is the Linga Deha Shodhana. Yes? Linga Deha is Karma Deha. Karma Deha means causal body, astral body, purification of that. Then we go into the yasas. Just follow me. Amglam, Amksham, Ainglam, Amksham.
Amsham, Ainglam, Amsham.
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 Notice the difference from the previous sannyasa we did, Varahi Yantra. Where we were going all on the right side and all on the left side. But here we are going alternate right and left, right and left, right and left. That's how we are going. Amksham, Ainglam, Amksham.
Amsham, Ainglam, Amsham.
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 This constitutes the Varahi Yantra. The next one is Panchanga Nyasa. Divide the thing into 5 parts and do the Nyasa. Aim Glom.
Aim Glom.
Andhe Andhe Namaha.
Andhe Andhe Namaha.
Angustabhyam Namaha.
Angustabhyam Namaha.
Aim Glom.
Aim Glom.
Rundhe Rundhe Namaha.
Rundhe Rundhe Namaha.
Tajinibhyam Namaha.
Tajinibhyam Namaha.
Aim Glom.
Aim Glom.
Jambhe Jambhe Namaha.
Jambhe Jambhe Namaha.
Madhyamabhyam Namaha.
Madhyamabhyam Namaha.
Aim Glom.
Aim Glom.
Mohe Mohe Namaha.
Mohe Mohe Namaha.
Anamikabhyam Namaha.
Anamikabhyam Namaha. Aim Glom.
Stambhe Stambhe Namaha.
Stambhe Stambhe Namaha.
Kanishtikabhyam Namaha.
Kanishtikabhyam Namaha.
Kalvakarputabhyam. Then Shalanganya. Aim Glom.
Aim Glom.
Aim Namo Bhagavata Vatari.
Aim Namo Bhagavata Vatari.
Hridayaya Namaha.
Hridayaya Namaha.
Aim Glom.
Aim Glom.
Varahi Varahi.
Varahi Varahi.
Sarase Swaha.
Sarase Swaha.
Aim Glom.
Aim Glom.
Varaham Ki Varaham Ki.
Varaham Ki Varaham Ki.
Sikhaya Vashata.
Sikhaya
Aim
Vashata.
Glom.
Aim Glom.
Andhe Andhe Namaha.
Andhe Andhe Namaha.
Kavachayaham.
Kavachayaham.
Aim Glom.
Aim Glom.
Rundhe Rundhe Namaha.
Rundhe Rundhe Namaha.
Netratraya Vashata.
Netratraya Vashata.
Aim Glom.
Aim Glom.
Jambhe Jambhe Namaha.
Jambhe Jambhe Namaha.
Astraya Phata.
Astraya Phata.
Then apply perfumes to yourself, have nice clothes and alankarams, decoration. And you are sitting here. And the yantra is here. and some, there is no Samanarga here, all Visheshaka. Okay. Chaturasra, Vartura, Trikona, Bhavashata. Okay, the plate. I am Glom, visualize the fire. Dhumrakshaya Namaha, Pushmaya Namaha, Jvalinye Namaha, Jvalinye Namaha, Vispulinye Namaha, Susriye Namaha, Surupaya Namaha, Kapilaya Namaha, Havyavahaya Namaha. Then keep the patra, the plate, and the cup. Vidyarthvaya, Padmananaya, Bhavashata. I am Glom, Hreem Aim, Mahalakshmeshwari, Paramaswamini, Urdhva Shunya, Pravahini, Swama Suryagni, Bhakshini, Paramakasha, Vasure, Agacha, Visha, Patram, Pratigurna, Phat Swaha. So you are inviting black hole to this patra as a black hole. And our flowers there, and worship the, and they imagine it has eaten the sun. I am Glom, Tapinye Namaha, Dhumraya Namaha, Mariche Namaha, Jvalinye Namaha, Ruche Namaha, Sushumnaya Namaha, Bhogadaya Namaha, Vishwaya Namaha, Bodhinye Namaha, Dharinye Namaha, Shivaya Namaha. Then you put the ingredients for the Visheshakam here. Mam, Shivadattvaya, Somandaraya Namaha. Like I said in the Shyama Puja, Ab Brahmanda Khanda, Sambhutam, Asesha, Rasa Sambhutam, Apuritam, Mahapatram, Piyusha, Rasamavaha. And put milk or wine and a fish or ginger piece. And then in this, I am showing the figure here, you draw the triangle consisting of letters. Am, Im, Arum, Em, Om, Aha, Aham, Kam, Gam, Ngam, Cham, Jam, Nyam, Tam, Dam, Dham, Tam. So 16 is standing line upwards towards right, and the horizontal line going left, and then Tham, Dam, Pam, Pam, Bam, Yam, Ram, Lam, Sham, Ham, Lam, Sham. Three corners. So you can visualize the form of the letter, or you can write it in the milk or the wine. So you can. And having done this, you do Kamakala. Ham, Saha, Kamakala. And then I am Glom. Recite the mantra 10 times. I am Glom. I am Namo Bhagavate Varahi Varahi. I am Namo Bhagavate Varahi Varahi. अंधे अंधे नमः रुंदे रुंदे नमः जम्बे जम्बे नमः मोहे मोहे नमः संबे संबे नमः
अंधे अंधे नमः जम्बे जम्बे नमः मोहे मोहे नमः संबे संबे नमः
सर्वदुष्ट प्रदुष्टानां सर्वेषां सर्वात् चित्त चक्षुर मुख गंध जीवा समन गुरु पुरुष क्रमश्यम
सर्वदुष्ट प्रदुष्टानां सर्वेषां सर्वासां
सर्वात् चित्त चक्षुर मुख
गंध जीवा समन गुरु पुरुष क्रमश्यम आय ग्लोम
टा 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 टा
आय ग्लोम टा 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 हूं संस्कार
certain times. And then we worship the Chandakaras, the aspect, digits of the moon. Aim Glom, Amrutaya Namaha, Maladaya Namaha, Pushaya Namaha, Pushtaya Namaha, Pushtaya Namaha, Aratya Namaha, Trutya Namaha, Sushinya Namaha, Siddhikaya Namaha, Kantya Namaha, Jyotsnaya Namaha, Shriya Namaha, Vidya Namaha, Maladaya Namaha, Purnaya Namaha, Purnamrutaya Namaha. And Shadangam in the yantra, Agni, Isha, Asura, Vayupana. I am Glom, I know Vatari Vatari, Dhyaya Namaha. I am Glom, Varahi Varahi, Sese Swaha. I am Glom, Varahamki, Shikaya Vasha. I am Glom, De Ande Namaha. Kavachayam. I am Glom, Rundhe Namaha. Lakshanete. I am Glom, Jambe Jambe Namaha. Vamanetre. I am Glom. Then 10 times more, the Visheshaki worship that.